Week 1. What is great client service? Campaigns like Cadbury and Age UK showed us that when a brand connects emotionally with the community, it builds loyalty that lasts far beyond a single campaign. This inspired us to focus on food insecurity as a cause that really matters. What stood out to us this week is that client relationship doesn't just happen, they're built. Even online, it's the little things like being present and showing genuine care that keeps creativity flowing. We stopped treating the project like a unit task and started approaching it as if we were in a real agency. This shifted us to think more strategically, focusing on the long-term value and working together with a professional mindset. Week 2. Use creativity to fuel your thinking. Exploring these areas gave us more than just a checklist. It helped us organize our thinking and see the project as a structured plan. The clarity made it easier to align as a team and set a clear direction for the campaign. What we took from this week is that a strong pitch isn't just about sharing ideas, it's about selling them with confidence. Learning to frame our Woolworths and Lifeline concept in a client-ready way pushed us to think more persuasively and present like professionals. This stage helped us see the process video as more than a checklist. It was a chance to link theory, techniques, and personal reflection directly to our Woolworths and Lifeline campaign. Reviewing examples gave us clarity on how to structure our own story and make it meaningful.
Week 3. Managing Projects, Part 1. We focused on defining our client, setting project goals, developing smart objectives, and drafting the project summary statement. The goal was simple: raise awareness and boost donations. By applying project management principles, we turned broad ideas into a clear plan. Following the steps of defining, setting goals, creating smart objectives, and drafting the summary helped us bring structure, purpose, and measurable direction to the project. Creating a clear project goal. Using this week's reading concept, we refined our ideas into specific objectives that connected Lifeline's mission with Woolworths community reach, ensuring that our campaign was both realistic and purposeful. Collaboration and refining the problem statement. Through group discussions, we refined the problem statement together. Our chats show how we condensed content for clarity and aligned our goals with both partners' values. Collaboration made our proposal stronger and more cohesive. Week 4. Managing Projects, Part 2. Our focus shifted to understanding the project constraints, recognizing the risks, and clarifying project assumptions. From smart objectives to real-world measures, one of our biggest improvements came from using smart objectives to turn abstract ideas into measurable results. As Harvard Business Review notes, when defining objectives, think smart, specific, measurable, action-oriented, realistic, and time-limited. This gave us metrics to measure engagement, donations, and campaigns' overall success. Identifying constraints, risks, and assumptions. We created a simpler risk register to manage challenges like deadlines and workload balance. As Roland explains, restraints force marketers to think outside the box. Some of the most successful brands do not let their limited resources hold them back. Recognizing our limits helped us prioritize effectively and strengthen teamwork. Turning limitations into creativity. Instead of seeing constraints as barriers, we use them to refine our ideas. Limited time and resources pushed us to be more creative, focus our scope, and ensure our expectations stayed realistic within the project.
Moving into week 5, we had the topic of Efficiency Plus. It was here that we learned about the concepts of productivity and procrastination and the impacts that they can have. By learning how to implement productiveness and eliminate procrastination, the lecture served as the ultimate time management guide for our group. We applied this knowledge particularly when completing our working in progress documents, where we methodically calculated when we would complete each task and who would contribute. Another key element of the week came from our reading by Alexander Levitt in They Don't Teach Corporate in College. It was here that we learned the criticality of teamwork. In the reading, it is explained how one individual cannot do everything and that it is important that workloads are shared to ensure efficiency, motivation, and completion of tasks. We applied this knowledge to our major project, recognizing the importance of sharing workloads as a tool to manage our time constraints. For example, in our pitch video, each person chose a topic and then made an infographic, and then I myself created the pitch video incorporating all of this information. In the creation of our process video, each person was allocated 2 weeks and created the slides and animations for those weeks. And finally, for our meetings, each person was responsible for both participating and communicating effectively so that our group could work in unison. Moving into week 6, we explored the strategy of being proactive and how it would contribute to our overall success. In the lecture, we learned how utilizing proactiveness serves as a tool to building relationships with clients and establishing/growing businesses, or in our case, building relationships with our team members and growing our major project. We applied these proactive approaches to each step of our major project, including when we filmed our pitch and process videos, when we conducted our online meetings, and finally when we wrote our scripts and WIP documents. By taking initiative and finishing our tasks as early as possible, we set our team up for success, but we had plenty of time for improving our products. To summarize both week 5 and week 6, they both fell under the category of managing yourself, but to our project, we not only applied it to ourselves, but holistically as a group to ultimately shape our major project.
Week 7. Your impact on ROI, return on investment. ROI is a measure of money lost or gain in an investment. Basically, it is another word for saying, are we making more than we are spending on a service or product? Like all other investments, they need to be measured to ensure the money has been spent wisely. In assessing with effectiveness of marketing spent, informed strategic decisions and budget allocation, builds trust and accountability with clients. In the campaign, by calculating the ROI, we are demonstrating to Walrus and Lifeline financial and social return on their investment, such as the number of meals served for every dollar invested in the campaign. Making a difference based on account profitability. The lecture pod videos mentions 2 accounts, marginal accounts and profitable accounts. Marginal accounts shows low profitability and high servicing costs, focus on automation, cost control and efficiency, while profitable accounts focuses on high ROI and strategic values, invest in relationship building, growth and innovation. Marginal account simplifies the scope of certain campaign components that requires a lot of resources but have little effect, such as small expo with little attendance, while profitable accounts focuses on attention on projects that generate major benefits, such as the adaptable and measurable canned food donation initiatives. Used in the industry are hourly rate-based compensation, fixed price model, performance-based compensation. Hourly rate-based compensation are predictable income for agencies and stable budgeting for clients. Fixed monthly fee for ongoing services. Second, fixed price models, which is about an upfront expenses for quality and amount of work suitable for campaigns with a specific focus on a short duration. And the third one is performance-based compensation, which is about payment time for tracking time spent on campaigns such as planning, content, and more. Fixed price, it is useful for clearly scoping deliverables, such as the DR code system and expo arrangements. And performance-based, it is useful with aligning campaign success with agency rewards, such as bonuses tied to number.
During week 9 and 10, we focus on managing people and team dynamic. The key concepts we learned were emotional intelligence, which help us to communicate better, and managing stress during the final stage of our project. This concept became especially useful when deadlines were tight and we are needed to coordinate multitask at once. In this module, we explore 3 key elements of emotional intelligence that directly shape how we work together. First, self-awareness helps us to reflect on our own reaction. For example, noticing when stress and deadline affects our tone or decision making. Second, empathy allows us to truly listen to one another and acknowledge different working styles. And third, self-regulation taught us how to respond calmly, especially when opinions clash or last-minute change occurred. We applied these ideas directly to our teamwork. When different opinions came up about our campaign's concept, we used empathy to listen first before responding. Instead of treating feedback as criticism, we view it and change to improve. This process strengthened trust within our group and help us finalize a solution that reflects everyone's input. Reflecting on week 9 and 10, we finalized that managing people is not about control. It's about understanding, empathy, and support. These skills help us collaborate more effectively, handle differences with respect, and build stronger connection as a team. Overall, this experience enhanced not only our project outcome, but also our teamwork and leadership capability.